Good morning, students. This is 10th standard biology video class, video 2. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson environmental management. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen different topics, that is fossil fuels, renewable and non-renewable resources of energy, coal and petroleum, steps to conserve coal and petroleum resources. Today, in this video, we are going to see the topic non-conventional energy resources. Dear students, non-conventional energy resources are otherwise known as alternative energy resources. That means if you are having any crisis in the energy for sustainable development in energy sector, we must conserve the non-renewable conventional resources from its rapid depletion. Rapid depletion means due to the overpopulation in our country, we are using large amount of energy, so that we are going to face the crisis. Crisis means kureibadu. So decrease in the energy resources. So this cause rapid depletion, and also this will be replaced them by non-polluting renewable sources which are environmentally clean. So efforts are made to develop the new sources of energy is called non-conventional resources of energy. So this energy which are provide greater initiative level to local people, and also it fulfill their basic needs and also resources, so that we should plan a strategy that could be useful to them. So, to meet out the energy crisis, we have to produce energy from the non-renewable resources, non-conventional resources energy. It is known as alternative energy resources. So alternative energy resources is very much useful to fulfill our basic needs, and also it reduces the energy crisis. So first we are going to see shale gas. What is shale? Shale means soft, finely stratified. Stratified means layer by layer. Finely stratified sedimentary rocks. So rocks are divided into different. One of the rock is said to be sedimentary rocks. These rocks are sedimented layer by layer, which is modified into soft, finely layers known as sedimentary rocks. That is formed from the compaction. Compaction means tightness of small old rocks containing mud and minerals. So from this soft, finely stratified sedimentary rocks, which are produced from the sedimentation of muds and minerals which are sedimented on the rocky region, that gas is refers to shale gas. So these muds and minerals are such as quartz and calcite trapped beneath earth surface. So different minerals. What are the minerals? That is quartz and calcite minerals trapped between the beneath the earth surface. Beneath means under the earth surface. So these rocks, soft, finely stratified sedimentary rocks, are contain fossil fuels like oil and gas in their pores. So that means due to the sedimentation of rocky region layer by layer, in that layer they are having muds and minerals such as quartz and calcite. So these quartz and calcite are trapped beneath the earth's surface. So in this rocky region they contain fossil fuels like oil and gas in their pores region. So these fuel which is present in the rocky region are extracted, that means separated, by a technique is called hydraulic fracturing. What is the method? That one, hydraulic fracturing, is the important 1 mark question. The shale gas which are containing the fuel which is present beneath the earth's surface. So these fuels are extracted by a technique is called hydraulic fracturing. That means drilling or well boring of sedimentary rocks layers to reach protective reservoir layers. Drilling, that means borewell போட்டதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, பைப்பு தொலை போட்டு உள்ளார போகிறது. Drilling or well boring of sedimentary rocks layers to reach protective reservoir layers. Reservoir layer means in which region it contains the oil. Up to this we have to put the drilling method and also attached with the pipes, that means reservoirs. Through the reservoirs we are separating the fuel which is present beneath the earth surface. So that is known as shale gas. What is the advantage of shale gas? That is the environmental concerns of shale gas. Shale drilling could affect groundwater resource, which can contaminate the drinking water resources and also affect the fertility of the soil. So even though we are getting shale gas from the sedimentary rocky region is the advantage, but they are showing certain environmental problem. So what are the environmental problem? Means if you are doing shale drilling, it affects the groundwater which is present below the soil, and also it contaminated means that disease causing germs and also minerals which is included in the water, that is said to be contaminated, which can contaminate the drinking water resources and also totally affect the fertility of the soil. That is the one problem due to production of the shale gas. Second one, million gallons of water. Gallon is the unit to measure the water. So million gallons of water is needed to break and release the shale gas. For shale drilling process, we need million gallons of water to break the rocky region and also release the shale gas, which in turn it affects the water table. Not only that, if you are doing shale drilling, it will affect the water table content which is present below the ground level. So these two are the environmental concerns of a gas. Environmental concerns means how to protect the gas against, protect the environment against shale gas. So if you are taking shale gas from the sedimentary rocky region, it will affect the water table and also the groundwater which is contaminated, and also it affects the fertility of the soil. மண்ணினுடைய வளமான தன்மையை மாற்றிடும். That is said to be fertility of the soil. Next one, water energy. So the earth's surface is totally covered with 71% of water. So we are getting energy, harnessing means producing energy from the flowing of water. That means from the river. Is used to produce electricity. So harnessing the energy from the flowing water, it is used to produce, what is that one? Electricity. So the technique of harness the water energy is known as hydropower. So we are producing energy from the water, that is running water or flowing water is known as hydropower. Hydro means water, power means energy. So energy we are getting from the water is known as hydropower. So the electrical energy or a power which is derived or produced from the water flow, water falling from the height, that means falls or a dam. Okay. So we are produce electricity or electrical energy from the water flow or water falling from a height. So for this energy protection from the water, which area is suitable, which means hill region, Malay Pradesham, is suitable for this purpose, where there is continuous flow of water, that is falls, isn't it? So continuous flow of water in a large amount falling from the high slopes. Mala Uchilarundu, they are flowing to the down region, isn't it? So that is said to be suitable place to produce electrical energy from the water flow or running water. This electrical energy producing from the water does not cause pollution in the environment or wastage generation is not taken place by the protection of water energy. So, the water energy is the best suitable process to produce electrical energy from the flow of water. In which area is suitable? Hill area is suitable for the protection of energy from the water. That is said to be hydropower electricity. See the hydropower plants. So plants means, that means the particular area they are producing energy. So that process is called a plant. Okay, hydropower plant converts the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means movement of water, running water. Running falls from the dams or falls from the hill region, river water, everything it's said to be, what is that one? Kinetic energy, movement of water, which are having the energy is known as kinetic energy of flowing water into electricity. This is called hydroelectricity. So electricity, energy or a power which are producing from the hydropower plant is known as hydroelectricity. So this is the best process to produce the electrical energy. Next one, tidal energy. So tide means, what is that one? At the seashore region, the water produce ocean tides. From that tides, we are producing energy. That energy is known as tidal energy. So it is the energy obtained from movement of water due to ocean tides. So tides அப்படின்னா அலை, ஓஷனோட அலை இருக்கு இல்லையா? ஸோ டியூரிங் full moon day and also no moon day. In those 2 days, பௌர்ணமி அமாவாசைன்னு சொல்கிறோம், the tides are in very high. அந்த அலை வந்து ரொம்ப உயரமாக இருக்கும். So at that time the water is also moving in the ocean. From the tides of a movement of water, we are producing energy. That energy is known as tidal energy. So this region, it's said to be in which the river water and the sea water or ocean water join together. That region is said to be tidal region. So in those regions, the sea level will be sometimes rise, sometimes falls. So this rise and falls of level caused by the gravitational force exerted on the oceans of the earth. So due to gravitational force of a ocean, on the ocean of the earth, the tides are the rise and falls causes near the ocean and river joining areas. The water is moving. In that region, we are producing energy is known as tidal energy. See the second paragraph. The tidal stream means running of water, is a fast flowing body of water created by tides. So due to tides, the water flowing very fast, which forms the tidal stream. If you are placing in that fast flowing body of water, we are placing the turpentine placed in the tidal streams. When the tides hits the turpentine rotates. That means the turpentine, which is made is in the form of like a wheel, giant wheel. So fast running water, when you hit the turbine blades, the turbine rotates and convert the tidal energy into electrical energy. So this is the energy which are producing from the water, which are running fast due to ocean tides. The next topic is advantages of tidal energy. Like water energy, tidal energy also does not produce any pollution. It does not use any fuel and does not produce any wastage like water energy. Tides are predictable, so tidal energy can be produced at any time. அலை அடிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கு இல்லையா? So we can able to produce at any time from the tides energy. Water is denser than the air. அடர்த்தியாக இருக்கும், தண்ணி வந்து காற்றை விட அடர்த்தியாக இருக்கும். And therefore can generate electricity at lower speeds than wind turbines. Windmill, காற்றாலை அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, which is present in Tirunelveli and Ramanath district. So those windmills having the blades, that blade is also made up of with a turbine. When the wind flows faster, the turbine rotates and produce energy is known as wind energy. That wind energy having high density, that means air contain high density, air contains lesser density, water contains more denser density. So therefore it will be easy to generate the electricity at lower speeds than the wind turbines. So this are all the different advantages of tidal energy. Dear students, I hope have you all understood water energy, chalet gas and tidal energy. Up to this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.